All right, I think we're ready. This is my first time, so hopefully I'm all connected and everybody can see my screen. I am Rebecca Haddix out of Valley Springs, California, and I am delighted to be sharing this business success training with you this Saturday morning. A little bit of background about me. I was introduced to this company 11 years ago now. It's hard to believe so much time has gone by my son, who'd been diagnosed very young with ADHD, anxiety, depression, and then as a teenager with bipolar. And we'd been on the roller coaster of medications for years, and it didn't help him too much. There were a lot of side effects. So we were really struggling and looking for ways to help him. And he came to me after starting the products unbeknownst to me and said, "Mom, you need to look at this stuff. I feel normal for the first time in my life." And I tell you what, that got my attention. Fast forward, Mike is 30 now, and he is thriving. He has a career, he's a great dad, and he is just a joy to be around. And I really owe it all to this wonderful nutrition. Myself, I got great results with the joys of menopause, stopped the hot flashes, the night sweats, the brain fog, avoided hormone therapy, replacement therapy, which is very important to me because of the side effects. So I shared this with my brother, who is a very busy doc, OBGYN, and he was very skeptical. I could hear him rolling his eyes on the phone when I called him the first time. Like, oh, here she is again. But I badgered him for about 6 months, and he finally opened the cans and drank his first shake and called me a couple of months later and said, "Man, I don't know what's in this stuff, but we need to share it with my patients." And we've been doing that now successfully for a decade, hundreds of his patients. And for him, it was a matter of he feels that the Relive nutrition actually saved his practice. After a day of surgery, his hands would be so bad with arthritis that he was looking at disability. So this has been a huge deal for him. We got our mom started. She's 87 now. She does have macular degeneration and pretty serious arthritis, but because of the Relive products, she still drives. She lives alone very successfully, enjoys her life, her dogs and her garden, and just really has been able to remain independent. So that was a huge gift that we were able to give to her. And I, of course, took a look at the business. I was very skeptical, but I heard a lot of wonderful people talking about their success, and I was intrigued. So I did step into the business. My second month, I took that big leap of faith and went master, and I've never looked back. And I just love what I do. I love the ability to help others and pay it forward the way my family has been helped. And I don't have to have another job. I can do this around my family, around my grandkids, and really impact lives in a way that I could not when I worked in corporate America. So I love what I do. All right, enough about me. Let's get started. So this is one of my favorite quotes by Zig Ziglar. And I remember seeing this in one of the early Relive presentations when I first got started, that Bob Montgomery had used this to great effect. And it truly is, I believe, the heart of you can have everything in life you want if you will just help other people get what they want. I'm getting some feedback. Everybody, please go ahead and mute. So
hey,
one of the questions.
Go ahead and mute everyone, because it's going to continue. So just push mute all.
Okay. I'm afraid I don't see the mute all.
I think whatever just happened because we're not getting that echo. But you also should be able to see on the participants, if you see where that noise is coming from, you can mute that person.
Okay. Oh, I see. There's a mute all. Okay, got it. Yep. Thank you, Quila.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good. I think we've got it. All right. One of the first questions that I asked myself when I was brand new was, should I go to conference? And the upcoming conference at that time was in Fort Worth, Texas. And it seemed like a very big deal for me to take the time, spend the money. I had just started, literally, I was brand new. So I had to answer this question while considering making that commitment to attend conference. And one of the things that my mentor helped me understand was what might be holding me back from that decision to go. Of course, it was finances. I had just made a big investment and I was pretty weirded out about all that, but I knew there was a guarantee, so I tried to put that aside. Then I looked at the cost benefit analysis of attending conference. Will it pay off in increased knowledge, confidence, and sales? Well, everyone was telling me it would, and I had to believe them. They knew, I didn't. Will I need to take time off from a job? Well, I did not have to, but I know a lot of new people do have to face that conundrum of, can I get the time off? And do I need to make other family arrangements? Do I have little kids? Do I have a parent that I'm caring for? Do I have other family obligations? So those are some of the things for you to be thinking about and help your new people to think through when they're trying to make that decision. So I thought, ask and answer these questions, and this will help you decide. So what are your intentions regarding your Relive business? Are you serious about those intentions? And this was a big one for me. What am I willing to do to create the success that I'm dreaming of? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? Because you will have to make choices. Am I nervous and fearful? Well, yeah, and I think most new people are. But I needed to know how to overcome that fearfulness. Did I believe in the Relive support system? Yes. Yes, I began to believe in it because it was real. It was right in front of me. People were taking me by the arm and helping me from my very first day. Could I find a way? Could I find a way? So really, the reason to go must outweigh the reasons not to go. So then I began to look at some of the benefits of attending conference, and there are many. You can gain a new vision for what you can do with your business. It will no longer be a question of whether this business is for you. You will see where you fit in. You will learn how to save time and manage time better. You'll see your energy level and focus on your goals increase dramatically. You will receive training that can double, even quadruple your income. You'll observe your thinking shift from maybe to will. You'll be inspired to new heights of thinking and behaving. Conference is the big picture. It is so, so inspiring. You'll learn about your products and you'll have a newfound confidence in sharing them. You will make special friendships with people that will last a lifetime, who will support and share your career path. And you will have more fun than you can possibly imagine. Conference is a hoot. I love conference. The excitement in the room, the contagiousness of other people's excitement and their knowledge is so much fun. So just think about it this way. If your current boss told you that a business seminar would take place this summer and you'd be expected to go, what would you do? Well, you'd make the arrangements, right? Because that's what you needed to do to be in that job. And this is exactly what you should do with this conference. Don't question attending the event that could be the most life-changing few days in your new career. Just make the arrangements. Your future is much too important to ignore this. Remember, successful people find a way, make a way, figure it out. Everybody has complications, stresses, obligations, everybody. And we have all those reasons often why not to do the things that we know we should do. Yet successful people base their decisions on the future and what it holds, not on the present obstacles. So imagine the future when your story, full of obstacles, will inspire others. It will boil down to the fact that you simply made the arrangements and went to conference. Encouragement and faith are coming your way. Every time you talk to a Relive person, you will get that encouragement and faith. Those who show up, go up. So that is my pitch for conference. And I am so grateful that I went to that first conference back in the day in Fort Worth. And I love conference. And they are a wonderful opportunity to reconnect with people that you know and to meet tons of new people. So don't be shy. Collect cards, collect stories, make friends, make connections, because all of these people will down the road support you and help you as you grow your business. So one of my very favorite people is Jim Rohn, and this is so true. What he says is you must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. This is something you have charge of. And he is so right. The only thing we can change is ourselves. We all have the same products, the same comp plan, the same tools, the same support system through the company and our upline. The only variable is ourself. So do what you need to do. Read books, attend the webinars, go to the meetings, change yourself, and you will be supremely successful. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the fundamental steps. How do you succeed with Relive? Well, it really is new people. Fuel your business with new people. Your daily activity, your corporate support, the Relive system, all of this is in place to help us. So the key really is action now. And these are the daily fundamentals with every person you talk to. Every new person that you're thinking about is identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision, register and go, and then of course, follow up. So identify, when you have a new person sitting with you, make your list now. And I like this idea of 10 product prospects, 10 business prospects. Then why did your new person think of each person? It provides a purpose for that first contact and the follow-up. And this is really important. Who are the first 5 to contact today? Always have new people to talk to. Think of the people you know in all the different areas of your life: family, friends, work, church, school, social media, whatever that might be. And you find ways to add to your list every day, because your list is really your tool. That is what will keep your business thriving, adding people to your list every day. So with your new prospect, your new distributor, you're going to review those 20 prospects and use your upline, use your sponsor. Who's first? And it really is important that we start right away, that we don't wait to start contacting people, because it's been my experience in my years in Relive that the longer your new person waits to make that first phone call, the less likely it is that it will ever happen. And eventually the fear overtakes and they just don't do it. So what do I say? Give them some words. You share your excitement, why you thought of them, and using their why lets them know that you care, because that is the goal, is to let them know that you thought of them for a reason, that you care about them, and that you have something that could possibly help them and be an answer. So I like the company tools. I use a lot of those, because the goal really is to set the appointment. And that's what my mentor said to me when I was brand new. He said, okay, here's your list, and your only job is to set that appointment. And here's a few things you can say to do that. So I thought, well, I can do that. Just pick up the phone, make the call, set the appointment. So some opening sentences that might be helpful for you. And it can be any combination of any of these kinds of words. And you can talk to other people about what helped them get started. But this is pretty basic. Kathy, I know your health is a priority. I'm working with a company that could really help you. When can we get together? That's the key. When can we get together? Or John, at the soccer game, you mentioned that finances are tight. You need to hear about something that has helped me. When can we get together? I've just started in something that made me think of you. You really need to check this out. It's a chance to earn some serious money. When can we get together? So that's the key. You can see through all of these is just asking for the appointment. And even just as simple as how are you? People will tell you. If you ask them how they are, they will tell you, trust me. You'll learn more about them in 5 minutes of listening than in all the conversations. So use your tools and your stories to validate. So share your story, your why, your belief, your heart. What attracted you? What benefits are you receiving? Share the whole Relive story. Products and business, use your tools, your opportunity books, your slides, videos, the online, the webinars, all of that is available. The technology is amazing. Use it. And most important, introduce your upline or other Relive stories because you need another voice. It can't always just be your voice. You need that validation from a third party, and that truly does make a huge difference. So help new people engage themselves, who they know. Ask them, who do you know? And there are so many ways that we can share the Relive story. Out here, we're doing almost exclusively home presentations. We're moving up from home to home. We have anywhere between 2 and 4 a month, and it is a wonderful informal way to gather people together and share the stories. We have the meetings and events, and of course the upcoming event next weekend, the Relive Live here on the West Coast. That's a huge event. Invite everyone you know. Use the webinars like this morning's webinars. The conference calls are wonderful tools. What an easy way to share several stories in one short time with your new person. Use your upline, other distributors, your sideline, and use the other tools that Relive offers. You don't have to know it all. That's really important. Don't feel like you have to know everything before you start to reach out. That can be a huge mistake that can really keep people from moving forward quickly. Be honest. Use Relive's built-in system to educate and validate. When I was brand new, I said that. I'm brand new. You need to talk to this guy that's been helping me. I don't know all the answers. Here, let me introduce you to my mentor. It was so simple. And I was really surprised that people would say, okay, and I'd set the appointment. This is a big one, and I can't remember the amount of times I would sit with someone across maybe at a Starbucks, have all my tools and products and be ready to go, and I'd go through the book. That was before it was all online. I'd have the recommended order, and I would never ask them for a decision. I was so weirded out by that. I felt like I was so intrusive. It was a huge mistake. And it's very simple. It's all in how you ask. Just be ready to help them register. Just ask them very simply, where do you see yourself getting started? How can I help you get started? And they'll tell you. They'll tell you. Ask questions and listen. Then make your recommendations. And what I always like to do is keep it very simple. Don't overwhelm them. Start them with the foundational products. We can always add product later. And talk to them about the ways they can save on the products. This is key. Everybody wants to save, right? We like being able to save, and that will really encourage people to get started when they realize that there's no risk and that they can save out of the gate. So always remember to ask, who do you know who can benefit from the Relive products? Where would you like to get started? So get them started, either the paper application or you can do it right online now, which I love. It's so simple. And then you can review those profit options, revisit the comp plan, ask questions, Listen to what they're telling you. They will tell you where they want to start if you listen. And then help them see their potential and help them select the best option. Get them started. Get the products ordered that day. Or if you have them in the trunk of your car, that's even better. Pull them out, write up your receipt, talk with them about how to get started, and then make sure that you set that next appointment for the follow-up. So register and go. They're all signed up, they're going, they've got their product, then you need to follow up. And this is a problem with a lot of brand new distributors, as they don't really understand the importance of the follow-up. Because if you were to go into, say, GNC and buy some products off the shelf, you would not have any kind of customer service on how to take it correctly, how to get any questions answered about any problems you might have. So one of the things that Relive really prides itself on is the customer service. And that is up to us as distributors to follow through with that. So keep it simple. This is just an outline. You will do what you think best with each of your people. Day one, did you shake today? How did you mix it? How did you like it? Any questions? How did it taste? Just help them be consistent. Then day three, excuse me, are you consistent? Have you taken your 2 shakes? How are you mixing it? How's it tasting? By day 10, what results have you seen so far? And again, who do you know who could benefit from these products, excuse me, or this business opportunity? And again, this is only a guideline. Use common sense. Please use common sense. Set your distributors up to succeed. Help them take immediate action. And this is so important. I mentioned it earlier. Identify your list right away. Connect right away. Who are we going to call first? Be right there with them on the phone, sitting next to them, however you can work that, and share the story. Let's set our first appointments. This is so important. And then review the basics of running your Relive business. Help them to see how the ordering works, registering people, take them through the website, relive.com, the distributor kit, how to find the training, the online training, introduce them to your upline, show them distributor services, review the system, because it's all there as tools, and new people need to know about it. So the tools are awesome, and they keep adding new tools all the time. I love the Relive app. I use that a lot. That is so handy. Also, you might consider the Relive website, which is a wonderful way to share. You can have people go right to your personal website. They can enroll, they can order right there, and you get automatic credit. And that is a wonderful tool. So take advantage of that. They're very inexpensive, and they are very well worth the small expense. So the Relive system, the business cycle, international conference, a special events, the daily activity, the presentations, in-home meetings, your upline, the three-way calls, trainings, webinars, all of those are important. New people need to get, as we say, in the system. They need to connect and stay connected with the system, and that will help them stay excited. It will help them stay focused. It will help them stay intentional. And the corporate support is there. Use it. The support tools, the different calls, relive.com, get started, the training, all of that is really important. So right around the corner, Relive Live. I guess this is old. Anaheim is not Anaheim, it's Concord. It is next weekend at I believe it's the Hilton Concord. And invite everyone to come Friday night. It is free and open to the public, and it will give everyone a big picture of what Relive is about. And then, if possible, roll them into the Saturday workshops. It will be so much fun. We're going to hear from Dr. Galvaz. We're going to hear about our new product launch. I am so excited. I've been in this over a decade, and I'm more excited today about Relive than I was even back then. And that's saying a lot, because I have been endlessly impressed with the power and the science that support our products. So that wraps up our presentation, and I thank you again for taking some time out of your Saturday morning to listen in. I hope this was helpful, and I will see all of you in Concord next weekend. Take care.
Thanks, Becki. Really liked your slides today. Great training.